Hello everyone, Shane1288 here with your weekly RuneScape Byte for Monday, December 3rd, 2018. This week sees the launch of the new Alchemical Onyx Jewellery that was detailed and developed at Game Jam with the help of the player community, and that's in-game right now for everyone to experience. So this week we have 3 new pieces of jewelry. First up is Grace of the Elves, which is a level 91 craftable alchemical onyx necklace. And with this, the Grace of the Elves can store up to 500 charges of Sign of the Porter by using porters on the necklace. It'll also act like a Sign of a Porter while worn and charged. It also offers you the ability to teleport to where your skill portals are attuned to within the Max Guild Garden. And if you don't have access, you'll receive a free one-off attunement. Now, this also reduces the drain rate of Chronicle Absorption, Light Form, and Superheat Seren Prayers. And also, I think perhaps the biggest thing with Grace of the Elves is that while using your gathering skills, which they detail as divination, mining, woodcutting, fishing, farming, and hunter, you'll have a chance to roll on the rare drop table. So what this means is that if you're wearing Luck of the Dwarves and Grace of the Elves, you will have a chance at getting Hazelmere's signet ring. The next piece of Alchemical Onyx Jewellery is a sigil requiring level 114 Invention. And to make this, you need 1 Alchemical Onyx, 10 Stunning Components, 750 Smooth Parts, and 50 Direct Components. It'll recharge using Fortunate Components, and it'll guarantee your next hit to have a 100% hit chance, or in other words, just be a guaranteed hit. And the idea behind this is that it'll work with abilities and spells, allowing players to use Vulnerability or Astadius' Warhammer while using a different style of combat. The third one is Passage of the Abyss. This is a pocket slot item, requires 118 Invention, and to make it you need 1 Alchemical Onyx, 50 Magic Components, and 1 Teleportation Compactor. It holds up to 6 different kinds of compacted jewelry pieces in one item. To add a particular piece of jewelry to the Passage of the Abyss, it'll require 100 times the maximum charge of that jewelry. So the example given is that if you wanted to add an Amulet of Glory, you'll need 400 Amulet of Glory charges. You can combine any different forms of an item to reach this number, including an already compacted version of the item. Passage of the Abyss can be recolored so that you can have multiple and have different teleports on each item. And teleporting with the Passage of the Abyss removes charges from the item, and they can be charged at a rate of 500 charges per Fortunate Component. Now, just a word on Invention Potions with this. Invention Potions can increase your Invention level by 3, 5, or anywhere between 3 and 17 for the extreme variety of the Invention Potion. And with this, these can be used to both discover the blueprints and to create these new items, and even Alchemical Onyx if you don't have the level to do so. So while 107 Invention was a push last time for some, many more people should have access to create their own jewelry this time around, both from the potions and just the general increase in the amount of people who have 107 plus Invention. Also this week, Mobilizing Armies was removed, and we'll be talking a lot more about this on the podcast this week, but to just summarize this, existing investment credits will be converted into GP at an exchange rate of 5 credits to 1 GP, and reward credits at a rate of 2 to 1 GP. Unused Mobilizing Army points and enhancers have been swapped out for unfocused enhancers. Mobilizing Armies will no longer be a requirement for the Completionist Cape, and for those who have completed it already, it will become a hidden feat with 0 rune score. Locators can also be crafted now with the Divination skill rather than bought from Mobilizing Armies. The Mobilizing Armies' high scores will be preserved for posterity, and as I mentioned, we'll be discussing more about the ramifications of this, as this is a huge piece of content that was removed on this week's episode of RSBANDB Update. And finally, this weekend, we have the second winter weekend, which is deep sea fishing and fishing. And with this, fishing spots will move around 50% less frequently. And all in all, deep sea fishing will be available to all players, regardless of your fishing level. And inside deep sea fishing, encounters are going to be more common. Bottled boosts will last for twice as long. Uncharted maps, fishing notes, and bottled boosts are going to be found more frequently. The XP bonus cap is increased to 30%, and the bonus will build up 10% quicker from Fishing Frenzy. There will be no electrified jellyfish spawn, and swarm fishing will act as if you were 5 levels higher than you actually are. and custom fish bait is 50% more effective. All in all, this will be a good weekend for fish invention training if you're looking to round off those few last invention levels before diving into this new jewelry. That's it for the Weekly Byte. We'll see you this weekend for another episode of RSBANDB Update. If you found this video at all useful, like and subscribe. And you can also join us in-game at our friends chat, BitsBytes. See you this weekend, everyone.